Excuse me. Hope y'all came back. I think they cut me off because I played that music. I don't know. My connection went off, but I'm back. So I'm gonna go back to what you're smoking on real quick. Said really not sure what happened on that, but there's a picture right there of our guy. John Kennedy, President of the United States. Just so you understand that, that's the President of the United States. Good morning, my dear. My wife just joined. I just got cut off and cut back on, so I haven't got started yet because I'm waiting on some of the people to start back up. But if you want to type in some blessings that you receive just in life in general, that you were unexpectedly received, that's what we're talking about right now for a little bit. I can invite people. Yeah. Good morning. How are you? Did you see my question about counting your blessings? Do you have any blessings you want to count? I want to get started. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. The live got cut off earlier, and okay, Wholesome Honey is back. Good. Yeah, the live got cut off earlier. I think it was because I played that song, but I'm not sure. Anyway, like I said, if you got any blessings you want to talk about, let's talk about them. Count your blessings. Now, hello, Wholesome Honey. How are you? So, as I was telling everybody earlier, this book is on sale. You can get a copy. You can DM me, buy a copy. One copy, you get a free pen. You buy 2 copies, you get a 3rd copy for free. So those are the deals that we're giving out right now with this. Like I said, if you have any ways that you want to contribute, if you have any questions you want to answer, just you can DM me. You can go to the website and also pick up the book, 420 God's Bible. Now, I'm gonna start with day 5 of our journey. And as you know, the book goes, if you all can see that, but there's a page for you to read, and then there's a page for you to journal in. So every day you smoke, you journal, you read, you journal, and you tell what the Most High has said to you. What today's lesson is 420. 4 times 2 equals infinite techniques. Now, when I started out with this project, I started out trying to decipher these drawings that I was making. I was making a lot of abstract drawings. Then I tried to make these drawings into concrete drawings that you could actually see and understand. And I started to journal and write what these drawings were. So the thing about the 4 times 2 equals infinite techniques. Now 420 and infinity and my name, which I have many. Alpha, infinite alpha is one of them. So, what's up, Isis? So, alpha, infinite alpha, I have infinite techniques. That means that I have many, many ways of showing, teaching, growing, learning. And these things came to me not by choice, but by divine intervention, basically. Good morning. Shay Nana, our guest is joined. So, anyway, I prefer reefer. Now, this book is not only a book about weed, even though, you know, the cover has a weed flower on it. And the cover is talking about weed, and the 420 is a code word for weed, but it's also a code word for a verse, which we're gonna get into later on. But there are many, many verses in the Bible that speak about marijuana, the plant. I'm gonna give y'all a couple so you can see what I'm talking about. Genesis 1:29. God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth. Every seed-bearing plant. I think that is a seed-bearing plant, if I'm not mistaken. He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle and the herb for the service of man. The herb for the service of man. And God said, let earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit, after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon earth. And it was so. Genesis 1:11. Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb. I think I did that one already. Sorry about that. Thou shalt eat the herb of the field, Genesis 3:18. And Revelation 22. And the leaves of the tree are for the healing of the nation. Now, like I said, it's not only about weed, but it does acknowledge its spiritual and medicinal properties. So this one day, this one page, this one, I guess, revelation of today, it could be collard greens. It's all of those things. It's collard greens, it's okra. It's only those things, actually. Those are the things that you should only purify yourself with, are those plants. What does that say right there? Wanted for the production and distribution of illegal plants. God, no photo available. Claims to have created everything, including all illegal plants. We have evidence in writing. I have given you every herb bearing seed which upon the face of the earth. Genesis, the Bible. Also wanted as a person of interest and co-conspirator to Jesus Christ. Claims to be Son of God and religious cult leader. Sought for interview in regards to knowledge of Father's activities. Already nailed to the cross. Report sightings to 100 police states. So, you know, as I said, the plant is the plant, and it's here for a reason. Now, I changed the when I changed the DNA. Bliss is with you when pure life is. Sunflower, space cakes, what's happening? Now, I took this walk that I've explained over and over through this journey that we've been going through all these episodes, and I had to purify my life, and I talked about that. And when I did that, I was introduced into a supernatural vortex where all life and all things that have and will live are connected. All life and all things that have and will live are connected. All of these things, past, present, and future. These things that have lived, live, and are living in the future, all one thing, sending signals, messages, clues, coincidences, deja vu. To the point that if you're in tune, you will see the signs and signals. And then when nature and weather and animals coincide, you will coincide with them and they will coincide with you. And you will actually have supernatural and spiritual visions, awakenings, prophecies, to the point where you can see the weather. It's a helicopter over me right now. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Now, I said I changed the wind when I changed my DNA. Now, we are all chemicals reacting, right? We're all chemicals reacting. All of our body is made up of chemicals from the universe. And when you change the chemical makeup of what you are, what you put in your body, you are what you eat, you will see a difference. You see there it says the body. I had another slide I was looking for. But the body cannot regenerate itself when it's full of inflammation, mucus, parasites, toxic chemicals, metals, and excessive hormones, dead animal flesh, cooked mucus forming dairy products, refined sugar, and processed foods. They destroy the body. Now, if those things are destroying your body, your natural receptors are being cut off. Your natural receptors to the universe, your natural receptors to the universe, your natural receptors to supernatural feelings, your natural receptors to everything won't regenerate. You won't get the signals as fast. And the more you purify your life, the faster the signals will come. And you too will be able to change the wind. Bliss is with you when pure life is bliss. Oh, let me show you guys something else as well. Because I don't have, is that the right thing? I hope I didn't. There's a science, and there was a study done by these women who were, you can read it right there, hustle population. Oh, I can't read it right now. But these women who were in Amsterdam were going through going through a famine. And once they got through this famine, their children were born with different DNA. Their cells were different. They had different space. They had changed. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. That thing kind of startled me. So I didn't want to go live quite yet, but anyway. All right, I'm bringing in my guest because I told her I would bring her in at this time. Good morning,
Hello.
peace.
Happy rising.
How are you? Happy
Fine,
rising.
thank you. That's it. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I had an example of I was still talking about those things that happened before. When I was with a buddy before, and we were downtown in D.C. You in New York? That looked like New York to me.
Yes,
Up
we
top.
are in Manhattan. Yep.
Okay, I can see that. I see that new building that they put up. Um,
Yeah, that's with the crane still on top.
oh, okay, they're still doing some work on it.
It's still
That's what's up.
wildness.
But anyway, I was telling him about it. Well, we were in downtown and it was raining really, really hard. And he had it was raining real hard. And he's like, I'm tired of rain. I said, I can make it stop. He's like, whatever. I said, I can. And I said, all right, watch. And so I told the rain to stop. It took about 2 minutes. It was storming real hard, but then it started to slow down and stop. And I was like, I told you. He said, man, that was just a coincidence. I said, okay, well, you can believe it or not. I'm just telling you, I told you I could do it and I did it. And then later on, I read about Mark, what was it? Mark 4, when Jesus commanded the seas to stop. I had that right here somewhere. Um, Basically, when he said, "Oh, ye of little faith," and there's also a verse in Timothy, and I don't have it before me as well, but when Timothy is talking about how you can manifest words of power. So
Hmm.
when you have enough faith, if you truly have faith, if you know what faith truly is, then you can and will have words of power. That's just a fact. Um, Now, I wanted to.
I
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think people no no so I struggle with that concept even myself lately, especially even bringing in the concept of, oh, you only need the amount of faith of the size of a mustard seed. So I went out and I bought some mustard seeds to see just how much that is. There's black mustard seed, there's, golden mustard, there's all different types of mustard seeds.
Hmm.
And realize what faith in what? Faith in self, faith in yourself to accomplish it. Trusting in yourself that you said you want to do something and you could actually do what it is that you're saying you wish to do. And how do you build that confidence? Because I don't think it's about just focusing on the outside. And I like Bud because it helps you be introspective and even consider those crazy things that you accomplished. You'll remember when, I jumped over that whatever I thought I made that jump or whatever it is.
Hmm.
And you'll remember these. I'm wondering if Bud is also about helping you build up that confidence,
Hmm.
that connection with self, realizing what it is that we're actually capable of doing. You start thinking of thoughts coming in your mind, your imagination starts popping off.
Uh, I think Bob Marley had a quote where he said, "Bud reveals oneself to oneself." It's something like that. I'll
Mm.
try to find it, but it's something similar to that. And
And
and like I said, it's not. It's more than just that. I just think that I know for me what faith works have done. Right.
mhm.
Um, I know for me personally in my walk, I haven't, and we talked about this before. There are things that were shown to me that no human could ever show me, and there's no way that I could trust a human like I trust this God. I don't care what you call it, but I'm gonna use that word right now. And that faith that I have in that power, and that faith that I have, and that faith and in that power have shown me through. I mean, through every single day I get something. So I don't.
And it's a faith that power is connected to you, correct? You have a
Mhm.
personal relationship with it, and you're starting to recognize what that is.
Mhm.
That there is this other force out there that kind of backs you up in your pursuits and your goals and where you're focusing your thoughts, right?
Mhm.
Can you? I would love help with. When did you start really where you can't question it?
That's when
I, like I,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
like for instance, even right now, even these little moments like this, like I know, okay, that calmness is there. There's something is going to come out of this conversation. Like I'm aware of, I can feel that that's happening, right?
Mhm.
What, like in the moment, not necessarily, oh, this, but in a moment, the feelings that you feel, so we could start to recognize when we might be feeling similar things.
Personally, for me, it was that epiphany that I had. That that changed me so much that I changed everything, and going that way after hearing what I heard and following what I followed, that has been what I followed since that point. That was August 4th, 2004. And since that day, that has not steered me wrong. And I've been through some tribulations, let me tell you, since that day, to some
Mhm.
things where you would say, why would this thing that loves me so much put me through so much? I thought my faith was protecting me from everything, but it's not. It's letting you know that you are protected by that, meaning that anything that ever happens to you is going to be all right because that protects you will protect you through the worst, and you ain't even seen the worst yet. And look at where we at right now. I mean, look
Right.
at where we are right now. You got people in Texas and
Mhm.
Louisiana with no water and 110 degrees. You got people in California with fires chasing them out of their houses. You got all of this death and destruction all around, going all around. Black Panther just passed away, and everybody hurting. You know, Kobe passed away. It don't even seem like he died in 2020. It's like he died in 2019 or 2018 or something. That was this year. All this stuff
Right.
is happening, but I'm alive. I'm up. You're alive. You're up. That
So I
thing.
wanna. I think that's part of things too. I mean, the whole, yes, these people are passing and have compassion for that, but is it in your present now moment outside of the media telling you that these things are happening? Is it in your experience, you know?
Every single day it is. Yes. Every single day I wake up and I give thanks. Okay.
No, no, I'm not saying
You
that. I'm
talking about
saying, for instance,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
like physically, your house isn't burning down right now.
Mm-hmm.
So on one level, and we could, if we put ourselves, if we attract what it is that we have in our thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
if we attract those things to us, and now you're almost living in the now, there now,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to your now, you blessings that we are in a state of heaven at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
compared to other people that are obviously on this earth but in a state of hell.
But they still, but I don't see it that way personally, right? My house did burn down. I had a house that burned down. Okay.
But I'm saying in this present
No, not in
moment
this present moment,
now.
but I know that. I know that. I'm saying that, and my point is that even in that present moment, while you have life, while you're alive, you are still protected. And even when you go to the next, you're still protected. That's what I was saying earlier about this connection between all lives, and this is what I learned. Our lives and all lives of all things, past, present, and future. All of these things are connected. There are lives from the past that are connected to this life we live in now. There are future lives that haven't been born, our grandchildren that are already here, and they want to be protected as well, and they are protecting us as well. Our guardian angels are our unborn children and our relatives and our ancestors before and after us.
Right, but these are all true perspectives.
This is all true.
These
It's
are
not a
all true
perspective. This
perspectives,
is real.
but in the moment, in the moment, I mean, a perspective is reality to
That's
that
true.
individual. That's true. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not,
Yes.
there. You know, the
That's
stories we create around what the fact is, that, you know, that story, and that's what I'm talking about. Are we creating this? What story are we creating? They're giving us pieces of information that we can use to
mm,
create whatever this story is.
mm,
Um, it's
mm,
obvious
mm,
there's a shift going on. It's obvious there's, thank God that we're even able to have these devices that allow us to know what's happening on the other end of the world, that people are being held hostage, basically house arrest by at gunpoint until they want to vaccinate. I mean, these things are crazy and happening in the present moment to someone. But if it's not happening to us
mm,
in the present moment,
mm,
because we know we don't want to be in a fight or flight, in that situation you should be a little more alarmed and figuring out how to get out of that situation. If your house is burning in the present moment,
mm,
you do need to be in a fight or flight kind of, that other zone that you
mm,
see that something there is helping you. Yes, there are those intense moments,
mm,
but we also need to feel when we're connected in these in between, that uncomfortable place of, am I, did I do the right thing to get to the positive place that I'm trying to go? Did I put in the right effort? Did I take the right steps? Did I make the right decision? How do I, and that connection kind of helps you know that it's okay, that the right step was made, that there's a feeling that you get, kind of a confidence that you took the right step, even though it didn't feel like the right step.
Well, how do you know the difference between right and wrong?
You're asking me personally?
Hmm.
Um, I think that's relative. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know.
But you don't
There's
know. You
things that
don't know. Okay. Do you think that stealing is wrong? Or
for
or
me,
or let me ask you this, because I've stolen before. I don't think it's
mhm.
wrong. I stole because I was hungry. Now, it was wrong.
Right, as opposed to me, if I even think about stealing, my the type of person I am, my conscience
Hmm.
would harass me. It doesn't make sense. I'll be going home thinking about it. It'll be on my mind. So why even do it if I'm going to torture myself? I can't let something like that go.
I understand.
My energy isn't good for that. But I know friends that are real good with that, and for them, that's how they help survive. That's how they help take care of their people around them. That's how so who am I to say that it's wrong for them? It's wrong for me because then it's I'm torturing myself.
Well, I
I'll
now
probably get caught.
my conclusion was it is wrong, right? Because the right thing to do is to
I'm
do.
not judging.
I'm
That's
not
what I'm
judging. I'm
saying.
talking about for me. I'm talking about for me. It
Mm,
is wrong,
mm,
right? Conclusively.
mm.
When I did it, I justified it by saying I'm not taking. I never stole from a person. Okay, I stole from
Okay.
a food store. So I
Mm,
figured that I'm not taking from a human. I'm taking from a company
mm,
or corporation, and I'm not hurting
mm,
anybody. But I am, because the person who produced that work and the person who's on the show, all those people who got that food to the market, um,
mm.
hopefully they did it honestly. And so they it's like honest pay for honest work, and that's what I should have
But we don't.
gone with.
I don't feel we live in that world.
We
I
don't,
think
but
that
we have
that's
to.
one
But we
of the
have to
lies
create
that they
that.
teach.
No, we have to create that. We have to create what we want, right? And what we want
Yes.
is respect, right?
I don't. Me personally, as long as a person's not getting in my way of my dreams, I could care less if they respect me or not. That's their problem, as long as I'm respecting myself. I really try to take perspective of I'm not trying to worry about what they're thinking about, what's right for them. I'm trying not to judge on that because they have their own story, they have their own perspective of reality. They're in their dimension. We might be in a similar dimension standing next to each other, but I can't, and that's what I'm trying to tap into you because from your perspective, you have a certain certainty. You have a certain knowing. It's not just a guess. You have a knowing. You've experienced things that have instilled in you a knowing, and that gives you that extra power. Um, Hold on a second, Jubilee. I think it's wrong, just like because, sorry, you're mad, you go around hurting people even though you're hungry. Ask. Stealing is wrong, my opinion. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
To
okay.
steal to steal to make sure that some little kids eat from people that you know had extra food. I don't know if that's wrong. I don't I don't know. I
And
don't think if God allowed it to take place,
is it wrong?
right? If God allowed it to take place. Now what we do with our personal experience, am I going to sit here and take the time out judging, or am I going to try to buy the food so that I can stop them from needing to do what they did that was wrong?
I understand that.
What is my connection to the
Um,
world, to the people, to the how am I helping? Am I helping by saying we're in hell, or am I helping by pointing out, wait, a lot of us are in heaven. Let's try to get everyone to heaven. Let's try to figure out how to heal and not add to the hell that's out there.
I
I don't know.
I get that. I just saw an article recently, or a picture about this policeman who was supposed to be locking a lady up, and she was stealing. He found out she was stealing from a child, and he bought her groceries, and he said, it was
Okay.
better for me to help her than to lock her up. So from that perspective, yes, you know what I mean. But just like you said, I'm not here to judge either. I was saying from my perspective it was wrong. Now what you said about this certainty, and then I guess there's an uncertainty that people have, right? Um,
Right.
and I think I lived in that place at a point. There was a point where I had an uncertainty. Matter of fact, before I was certain, I was going through this. It wasn't uncertain. I knew God was alive and real. I just couldn't understand why I was suffering, right?
Mhm.
So I asked
Mhm.
God for clarity, okay? And it didn't happen right away, but about 2 weeks later, I got a trip to Costa Rica. I was talking about my blessings earlier. And that trip to Costa Rica gave me complete clarity. And that's where I had that epiphany. And after that
So
point, go
I'm
ahead.
trying to, so the part, how does a person get to where they attract that epiphany?
I think they have to accept it. I think that attraction is always going to us. I had, when I was 17, God came to me and I talked about that, right? And I was looking for a religion and trying to find something. I couldn't find it, right? And I told God, or the great I am, the Most High, the that is that I'm going to wait. I can't find it right now. I'm gonna holler at you later, but I'm
Hmm.
still with you. And during that time, from 19 to 31, I did all sorts of things that I don't want to repeat. And it wasn't that bad, Ivy. I wasn't even that bad of a person. But I'm saying,
Hmm.
looking back on it, I wouldn't do it again. Okay, and I'm glad I wouldn't do it again. And I'm talking about from being drunk. And really, most of it actually was from being drunk, because from being drunk, when I was drunk, and when most people are drunk, when they're at the club, what you're trying to do is bone. Men are. So you get drunk, you try to bone. So you do whatever you can to bone. You start trying to talk to the ugliest or the prettiest girl, and then you start getting what's called beer goggles, and then you start lowering your standards, and then you go home with whoever. And if you don't go home with whoever,
Hmm.
you might find someone on the way home. And that happens year after year after year, day after day after day. It's why the sex slave trade is the way it is now. I've never done anything
Right.
and I'm telling you this, I haven't done anything nefarious, but I'm saying that through that time, just going through being a natural person in a messed up world, you can follow all of these things. And I had put God out. I told God, I'm good. I know you
So
there. Go
I
ahead.
have a similar thing too. So and it kind of ties into what Naturally Beautiful is saying. She's trying to point out, well, why did God create the Ten Commandments and thou shalt not steal? There's certain things that are not, good. I want to point out there's also thou shalt not judge. I just want to stick with that for a second. For me, I personally realized that if I'm thinking about stealing, me personally, if I'm thinking about, considering cheating on someone, or if I'm thinking about doing it, it doesn't feel good to me.
Right,
For me, I
right.
don't go home feeling proud about it. I don't go
So that's
home,
right then. So then you know what's right. Right?
but that's for me. I'm
Right.
not going to judge someone else
I'm not asking you
that
to
knows
judge.
how to wield that type of thing. That's out here. Now, I don't think we should be fools either and try to pretend that everyone should be like us and everyone is like me, that they think that that's bad and everyone knows that that's wrong. Some people don't. Some people are doing it and, oh, you think it's wrong? Good. I don't have to worry about you robbing from me and I'm going to take more from you. Some people are like that. So do I want to, and for them, if they got away with it, who am I to say that God said that it was wrong?
Who
If
told
they
you you
were
were
able
naked?
to, huh?
Because who told you you
Right,
were naked? Well, see, you're not
right.
getting away with it. And that's the thing. You're not getting away with anything. None of us are, right? Because our conscience, that same conscience that you have, that person who's doing wrong has as well. They just put it to the side. They push it away. It's there. They know it's wrong. They will go
Do
in.
they?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I did it myself when I was justifying that it was a corporation and not a person. I know it's wrong, but I'm going to say this. I know it's wrong, but I'm going to
Hmm.
say it's Giant. It's not Jimmy. It's wrong.
So you think
I knew that.
the concept of Robin Hood is wrong?
Robin Hood is different. That's different. That's revolution. That's
But he's
different.
stealing.
Yeah, but he stood up from
He's
the real. He
stealing.
stood up from the. And I called myself Robin Hood too. I did that when I was taking stuff, and I would say I'm Robin Hood because I'm giving it to them for the low. So
Right.
I know, but it's still
But
wrong.
in that, and if you get away with it and it feels good, who are we as
You not you.
human, to
We
say
not.
that it was
We
wrong?
not. We not. We
That
not.
and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the duality.
I understand that, but what
We
I'm
can
saying.
look at the perspective of duality, of right and wrong, of yin and yang, but that along with that comes with
But yin
a
and yang,
confusion.
no, the balance of yin and yang is giving and receiving and reciprocity. So you can't take
it's
more than you
also yes
give.
and no. It's also positive, negative. It's also that can be applied to that concept can be applied to anything. The duality, the
And it's
concept of
also
duality, the
karma,
council.
and there's also action has, and there's also universal law, which is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if you do steal, somebody's gonna steal twice from you. That's gonna happen. And then you're gonna have a conversation with yourself and say, should I keep stealing? Because it seems like I keep losing. I keep losing. It's not. It might not happen right away. You might get away with it 10 times. I got away with it
So I
19 times.
but then I ask you, why does it look as if, from my perspective, and please point out a different one because it would be helpful. Why does it look as if the bad karma, yeah, the bad karma might come back to you, but the good karma doesn't?
The
Why
good
is that
karma.
not
No,
balanced?
that's not that. Well, not from my perspective. From my perspective, both of it. It's universal law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
I
Every
know that
I
they
know.
say that,
No, it's not that they say. That's a law. That's a universal. That's a law of physics. That's not a
but
that's
where
not in
it
the Bible.
manifests,
That's not in the Bible, okay?
where it manifests, we don't know.
What do you mean?
How it will manifest, we don't know.
No, you
How
might.
that opposite reaction will manifest, we can't.
Yes, you can,
I
and
mean,
yes,
that
you
takes a
will.
skill to learn how to.
There you go. You always paying in. You can and you will know because it's going to come to you. You do here, you pay here. You might get away with it in time, but that dimension you're in, that you're getting away with it in, is just that. And then it's going to be the real dimension that's going to knock you back into reality. And
I
then,
don't know. Like, let's look at, sorry, a little politics, a little politics. George Bush Sr.
hmm
George Bush Sr.
hmm
From the outside, it looks like he got away with being the devil. He joined the CIA and he made his family proud. From their perspective, he was great.
hmm
And he has monuments up to him. You go to Texas and certain places, they worship this man. He walked this earth and he caused how many wars? How many innocent people have died under blood on his hands? You know, some people say he was even one of the shooters in JFK's assassination. He was in that car with him.
Who?
You
George
know,
Bush?
little things. The senior, you
Really?
know, he was one of the first people that said, "Oh, the new world order."
Oh, I know.
You know, oh, we got to go away from the law of the jungle, the law of nature, the
Just put
law
up
of
a
the
picture of
natural, and due
JFK.
to the new world. Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. But this man Bush, he never went to jail.
hmm
He had his family around him.
hmm
He got to promote it. You know what I mean. No one got assassinated in his family, and
Yeah,
and
but the
then died,
Kennedys.
and then died, and had, yeah, his kids maybe got a message. You know, the letters at his funeral, but
See, you looking for
we don't know what's happening
what
when
you?
I hear you. Oh well, he met Anubis, and his, you know, his heart was not as light as a feather, and he's gone to. We don't know that. We don't know that.
No, but it's the same thing you were saying earlier when you don't worry about what a person is worry about a person's negative vibe on you, right?
Mhm.
You can't worry
Mhm.
about a person's pay, right? They're going to get theirs, whether you see it or not. They're going to pay. I'm telling you, that is universal law. Now, you might see him. He might have seen it. I think he had a child that died, didn't he?
I'm not,
He
or
did. That lady,
sacrificed. We don't
whatever.
know.
Oh,
It could have
either
been
way. Okay,
sacrificed.
could
I
have
don't
been. I don't know. Possibly. Whatever, whatever.
You could have liked every moment of
Or
it.
maybe he didn't. Maybe he really loved that one. He saw his other son get embarrassed by Donald Trump. He lived to see that he never would see. I mean,
Yeah, but he still was
that
sitting
was
on
part of
all
the
that
legacy.
oil money,
That is, but I'm
all
saying
that.
my point is that you don't know, just like you don't concentrate on somebody's negative vibe, you can't concentrate on somebody's negative retribution. It's going to happen.
Mhm.
That is universal. I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm talking about every action having an equal and opposite reaction. So whatever he did, he's going to pay. Those Confederate people got monuments. They got pulled down too in time. See, so
Some
and t-
some by nature, some
that's right, by
tornadoes
God.
came through and
That's what
tore some of
happened. That's
them
what God will
down.
do. By the
Yes,
whirlwinds, what
yes.
Marcus Garvey said, like he will
Mhm.
do. But what I'm saying
Mhm.
is, in time, those same people who had statues won't even be a memory. But people who are great,
Mhm.
people who have
Right,
kind and good words to follow them, like
right.
some of the prophets, those words and those deeds and those actions go on forever, and then you're timeless, and then you live forever because of what you've done, and people remember you, and people going to
So
talk about you.
that's what I'm saying. That's part of
So that's
the
everlasting life.
things
So if you have
things there.
everlasting life by doing good deeds, people going to keep remembering you for generation and generation. But if you do some shitty shit, after a while, you're going, damn.
You'll get hit.
That's right.
Right. You'll get hit.
You see? Exactly.
Right.
That's what's going to happen to anybody.
God showed us the example, physical example. This is what will happen to you.
That's what
All right.
happens. It's universal law.
And I also do
That was for me
believe
stealing.
in
That was because I
what
was
we
stealing from
believe.
Giant.
No. I don't think so.
You
I
just
don't
saw
think
it in
so.
real time. I just paid
I
for
want,
it.
Lord, I want to say, but why not take the perspective of you did some good? You were used. You had to, and it's almost like in the African religion. I try to look
Listen,
at it that way. In the African religion, there are some people that you go to if somebody has done something bad to you, and they will do whatever spell it is or whatever it is. And the reason why they take that up is because whatever energy they are, they're able to handle the retribution of having done something bad to someone.
okay.
You know, I mean, you shouldn't be doing anything bad to anyone anyway. They say, if you, especially if somebody that has not done something to you, then it comes back on you. I think they say 7-time fold or three-time fold, something like
Yeah,
that.
that goes back to the universal law. What I was just saying twice,
Yeah.
it come back to you twice and 3 times
But
because
there are some people out
equal and
here that can
opposite.
handle those slaps. They
They
can take
can't.
those
They can't.
punches.
Every gangster that's a gangster that talk all of that gangster shit, when you put them in a cell and they in solitary confinement, they piss their pants. When they sit in the
Well, if
mirror,
they get caught, how
they're
many
gonna
people
get
don't get
caught. You're
caught?
going to get caught. You're going to get
Bush
caught.
didn't.
You keep
Bush
saying
Senior
Bush
did
didn't get
not.
caught. You don't know that. That's what you see, but you don't know that.
Right,
That's what you
right,
think, but
right,
you don't know that. You don't know
right.
how he died. His heart might have exploded. He might have been in pain for the last 7 years of his life with his blood just dripping in him. I work at an old folks home, right? And I see some
Mm,
of these people, and I know they were racist pieces of garbage. I can see it in their face. They from the
mhm.
old South, right? And then I look at them and I'm like, they kind of paying for it. They got no legs, no arms. They riding around, tortured. Nobody coming to see them.
Needing to depend on people of color to help
Yeah,
them.
yeah. All of
Right.
that, and then they start getting real baggy. The ostentatious cripples. They start to really um show you, oh help, oh I'm so they really get helpless because they're helpless to the same people they hated and all that other stuff. And some of them still try to be proud, but you hear suffering because of all the stuff that you did.
Just, I guess even the Queen of England herself, we don't know what she's doing. We know she was kicked out of that beautiful mansion. So who
Buckingham Palace. Her
knows? Yeah, I
daughter,
guess
you know what
people
she's
are.
doing? Her daughter married a black. I mean, her son married a black person.
I
She's messed
know.
up. The whole, you see what I'm saying? The whole British family is in
It's
turmoil right
breaking
now.
down. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
they're
yeah,
paying
yeah,
right
yeah.
now for what they've done for centuries, which was rape and rob and steal and
Hmm.
torture. And now their children's
Hmm.
bloodline is the same as what they've done. It's going to happen. It's universal law. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. It's going to
All
happen.
that
You got
grave robbery.
everything, all of it. Now you
Wow.
got a baby and a couple more babies. And you never know. Mess around and William and all the rest of them die and he be king. Who knows? Like if William died,
So
I don't know
okay.
how what
So
got to
now,
happen
if we stop
for him to
work,
be king.
because I'm also saying let's not worry about. Let's put.
It's chopping up. Hello? Can you hear me? I don't know if your signal is gone. I wanted to ask you some more questions too. I hope you get back on here. Um, Not sure. Can you hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Okay, I hear you now. Okay, cool.
us when it's connecting.
Say it again.
Um,
How do
you're
we know
saying
when we're
what's the?
talking to it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, for me, like I said, I connect with it every morning, okay? I every morning I I ask for it. Asking you shall receive, and receive it. And don't be afraid of it, right? It's gonna you'll know. You'll definitely know when like I said, you know right from wrong. You know when the good Lord or the good spirit or the good one is talking to you. You know they had a cartoon with the good angel on your shoulder and the bad angel on the other shoulder? Like Tom and Jerry, be the devil and the angel on one shoulder. That's your conscience, right? Now, both of them are a choice. We both have that choice. We both have our conscience say, hey man, go go cheat on your wife. Go steal something. Go. And then you have the other choice that says, you know that's not right, right? And you may have even listened to that little red devil or whatever it is on that side before. But so choose wisely. Look like she left. Um I wanted to do a lot more with her too. We really didn't get into our conversation. We really didn't get into a lot of the things about her. She's a Reiki master. She's an ordained minister. There's a lot of other things I want to talk with her about, but I couldn't because time didn't work the way it did. Oh, there you go. What's happening? What does it feel like? What does the feeling of connection to source feel like so we can recognize what's happening? For me, it's like I said, it's a message I'll get. It's a coincidence. I'll see something and it just tells me I got you. Um, it's just there. It's there when you need it, and you'll know it when you see it. I can't express how it is, but it's a voice, and it sometimes sounds just like your voice. But it's telling you what's right all the time. It's always there. Um, I want to play this video as we outro. Also, like I said, you guys, we can buy the book online at 420godsbible.com, or you can DM me. One copy for you get one copy in the pen. Two copies, you get a third copy. But listen, this is my new song. I'm loving it, and I want y'all to listen to it. I hope y'all can hear it. Try Jesus. Can y'all hear that? Can't hear it. Okay, well, just read the words. Try Jesus. It's low, okay. Because I fight, I'm going to sing it for you. I fight. I have no problems throwing these hands. Try Jesus. Don't try me. Because I throw hands. Try Jesus. Please don't try me. Because I fight. Oh, when he said turn the other cheek, that's the one part of the Bible that just don't sit right with me. So try Jesus. Don't try me. Because I fight. I have no problems laying these hands. Try Jesus. Don't try me. Because I throw hands. And I got big knuckles. Try Jesus. Please don't try me. Because I fight. Oh, they said, turn the other cheek. Oh, that's the one part of the Bible that just don't sit right with me. So try Jesus. Please don't try me. Because I fight. And I can go southpaw too. I have no problems laying these hands. Yes. So people, party people, and people of the life. Oh, let's peep one more thing real quick. Let's look at my new commercial, guys. We got a little bit more time. We have the lovely Isis in it. The lovely Christelle. Mm. Sundays, 10 a.m., guys. Bring a friend. Bring a J. I appreciate y'all. Listen, Shanae. We're gonna have to oh shoot, there we go again. We're gonna um we're gonna have to have you back on again because I wanted to talk more about I had a whole bunch of questions for you about your ordained ministry, about Reiki mastering, about the plants and everything. So we got a lot more to talk about. We'll definitely have you on again in the future. Um, Everybody else, it's a beautiful, beautiful day out here. In spite of the wind that keep knocking down my sign, um, it's a great day to be alive. Count your blessings. There it is again. I'm not gonna put it back up again. Count your blessings. Make sure that make sure that you follow us. Make sure that you pick up a copy. Buy one for your friends. You know, and enjoy. Share this, like this. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel as well. You can't see it on this. So have fun. Enjoy your day. God bless you. You are God. Peace.